Before diving into what is actually Microsoft's Power BI, let's just discuss in brief that what is actually BI. I would just start with the fact that the need for business intelligence was derived from the concept that managers used to have very inaccurate, or let's just say incomplete information at their end, which on average tended them to make let's say poorer decisions. uh, Now, if let's say in case they had this better information, it might be better informed decisions. So what BI helps us is the way that it is attempting to solve this problem by analyzing current data they have at hand. Now, this is ideally presented on a dashboard of quick metrics which are designed to support better decisions. So let's say BI encompasses a variety of tools, applications, and methodologies, I would say, that enable organizations to collect data from, it can be internal systems as well of yours, as well as the external sources. Then they prepare it for analysis. Once that's done, they develop and run queries against this same data. And then we create the reports and dashboards and data visualizations to make the analytical results available to all the let's say the corporate decision makers, as well as also let's take into example the operational workers, right? Moving on, what is Microsoft's Power BI? So with the integration of business intelligence, Microsoft Power BI is a cloud-based business analytics service which is enabling us with the following things. One, it is very fast and easy to access your data with Power BI. Next, you will always have a 360-degree view of your business. That is, you are integrating your data. Now, in case there are instances where the data are lost, but with this, you will have a 360-degree view of all the data that you are actually integrating with, Power BI. Then we have is the data discovery and exploration, as I mentioned. Next is insights from any device. So I would say that this is accessible across all your devices, any handy tool, let's say your mobile laptop or even a tablet. And it increases the collaboration across your organization, right? And it will allow anyone to visualize as well as analyze data. So this is how Microsoft Power BI works. Um, Also, I would say that it is a collection of software services, applications, and connectors. They all work together to turn your unrelated sources of data into very coherent, visually immersive, and interactive insights. So let's say whether your data is a simple Microsoft Excel workbook or a collection of, it can be your cloud-based or on-premises hybrid data warehouses, okay? But Power BI lets you easily connect these data sources. They'll clean and model your data without affecting actually the underlying source that you have. Uh, it will also help you visualize what's actually important, and then you'll be able to share it with anyone or everyone in your organization. Moving on, so we have Power BI services. So primarily there are 5 type of services that I would like to highlight. One is dashboards and reports. So let me just some basic points. One, a Power BI report is one or more pages of, let's say just some visualizations. It can be in a very common layman terms, I would say the line charts we use, the maps, or even the tree maps, right? So these visualizations are called visuals. So you can create reports from scratch within Power BI. Then you will be able to import them with dashboards and you'll be able to share. So again, a dashboard is something that you create using the Power BI service. Again, it's a single canvas that contains, zero or maybe tiles and zero or more tiles and widgets. Now each tile, if every, let's say table, let's say, or a tile, they can be pinned from a report, uh, and it can be shown on as a complete whole display of a single visualization that was created from the data set that we pinned. Next is data modeling and BI development. So this is a common term we even use sometimes in IT industries so far. Data modeling is like a process of creating a data model. So These data models are, let's say you have abstract data that defines the data structure, properties, and relation. So for Power BI, we are more focused on the entity relationship model. Let's just consider, for example, that we'll be using some electronics shop sales records as our data to create data models. Okay. So these data might include, let's say, the shop sales with parameters such as customer, country, product, cost, let's say month and year. Okay. So what Power BI will do, it will automatically detect all the possible relationship between these different parameters I mentioned, or let's say between these different sets of data. It is also very much possible that sometimes we need to create a relation between these data manually. So that is how we do the data modeling. Then comes data cleansing. So with Power BI, you can always import your data from almost any source. Its visualization and modeling tools work best with actually columnar data. Now, sometimes your data won't be formatted in simple columns, which is often the very often case we have witnessed with Excel spreadsheets. So in this unit, what happens is that you'll be able to clean columnar data with Power Query Editor that is included in Power BI. So let's say a table layout that looks good, maybe to the human eye, might not be very optimal for automated queries. So for example, just a simple example, that we have a spreadsheet which has so many headers and that span over multiple columns. Now with the help of Power Query Editor, it will help you to quickly transform these multi-column data tables into data sets that you can use. So this is one of the Power BI services, and it helps you to do the data cleansing at large. Next is data warehousing. Of course, this is a place where you store all the data for the purpose of reporting and analytics. It's like a storehouse. And then comes data mining. In more practical terms, it's like data mining involves analyzing data. It looks for patterns, correlations, trends, and anomalies that might be significant for a particular business. For example, I would just say that data mining can help companies identify who are the best customers. Also, organizations can use data mining techniques to analyze a particular customer's what was the previous purchase, and also it is very common that we be able to predict what a customer might be likely to purchase in the future. Right. So in a nutshell, what I would like to say is that for data mining, the strength of Microsoft Power BI is the ability to easily capture and assemble data from diverse sources, particularly other Microsoft tools and platforms. The BI solution, the business intelligence, it actually offers dashboards that deliver interactive panels. Now, these panels display big data information sets through these smaller tiles. Microsoft Power BI makes it very easy to share these tiles with others. So when I say tiles, it is the reports that we have generated and published on the dashboards. Valued competencies of Microsoft Power BI tool. So just let's have a very quick run through this. One, it integrates very smoothly with the existing applications, whether it be your internal application, you'll be able to integrate it. Next is personalized dashboards you can have. So the information dashboard can be customized according to the needs of your enterprise. Two, we also provide unified user experience. The dashboards and BA reports can be easily embedded in any sort of application. Next, you'll also be able to publish the reports very securely. So what happens is with the tool available in Power BI, you can set up automatic data refresh and publish these reports securely, which allows you to resort to the latest information. Next is specialized technical support is not required. It is a very easy tool. It also has a drag and drop functionality, so you can create your own ad hoc reports through drag and drop functionality, which is a very easy process. It also extracts the business intelligence very rapidly, so you'll be able to transform your enterprise data into very rich visuals, hence extracting business intelligence for better business making or decision making, I would say. It also supports advanced data services. So the Microsoft Power BI consulting tool, it can be integrated with advanced cloud services. It can be, for example, the boat framework or Cortona that we use. Then your data can be accessed very easily. So along with the Microsoft technologies, it can be, let's say, SharePoint document or SQL databases. Power BI integrates with also non-Microsoft solutions at large. Power BI connects to, let's say, around 60 common software solutions that businesses already use, and this helps to draw a centralized, easy to digest dashboard. Just to name a few, it can you might know few of them: Spark, Hadoop, SAP, Google Analytics, Salesforce. So all these can be integrated very well, and data can be accessed out of them as well. Next is the benefit. One more is that low costs and fast turnarounds you can have is. So by analyzing the recent data you have with Power BI, businesses can, let's say, make very informed decision on the growing as well as on the underperforming market, right? So again, businesses can perform analysis internally. Now this will help you to save money, internally as an organization. Next is that innovation is very constant with Microsoft. So new functions and features are updated every month in my Power BI products. And also, so far we have the growing online Power BI community. Let me come. I'll be talking about it in the last few slides. Moving on, let's discuss that how Power BI actually does it. So Microsoft Power BI, it is like a unified self-service and enterprise business intelligence platform that combines an intuitive, let's say, user experience with intelligent data visualizations, and this will provide greater depth in your data insight. Okay, so reports can be shared within, let's say, Microsoft tools. Here on the right hand, we have mentioned all these tools. Let's say Teams, SharePoint, PowerPoint, all the reports can be shared in any of your productivity applications. So again, just a walkthrough: any of your data, cloud data on premises with Power BI service, any of they all can be integrated very well and can be the results can be showed on any of the platform as mentioned, and we have many more coming. All right, with Power BI, you'll be able to create amazing data experiences. So one, we'll be talking in detail about how it promotes rich integration with Excel. Again, we understand that every business is different, and so are their KPIs. So let's say you need certain set of KPIs you have as an organization, and you need to display them on your dashboard. You need to identify them. Then we can do that, and on basis of that, you'll be able to generate the personalized reports and dashboards. Next is you'll be able to spend less time answering business questions. So let me show you how that works. All right. So Power BI makes it very easy for any of its users to interact with the data to get answers to their questions. Okay, so this is one of the feature that Power BI enables. So what happens is, even Power BI can understand the acronyms or even the business jargons to help get the insights faster and get the decisions made with confidence. So that's how this is one of the feature that's helping. Next is let me now talk in detail about the integration of Excel. One, Excel is a very powerful, flexible tool that we use on day-to-day basis, and it is for used on daily as a analytics activity, right? We do that. So I would say combine it with Power BI to get broad data analytics and visualization capabilities. So the accessibility of Power BI datasets with Excel saves one, time and effort for end users to work efficiently in a platform they know very well, and that is Excel. Secondly, is another new capability we have is that a live connection with the underlying data set. So in Power BI to the pivot tables in Excel, I'll be showing you this very soon in the next slide. And But let me just explain that these means that the updates within the source can be published to these reports and they both are connected to each other. So in case if you update the data on Excel, it can be very well shown on Power BI. So it reflects, both the ways. Next, the highlight is that the stronger Power BI and Excel integration is, it will help you to reduce the risk of accidental data loss by adding a layer of data governance to Excel data. Users, as a user, you'll be, always assured that your data is pretty much accurate, secure, and even up to date. Let me show how it works. So it is like a bidirectional integration. Also, just to mention, the integration is not limited to Excel. It can be again with Microsoft Teams, let's say SharePoint, um, any of the platform, or Office 365, any of the platform you mentioned, it is very much possible to integrate it. As of now, we are just discussing about Excel. Okay, coming back, Power BI and Excel, they always work together natively. So what here you can see the Power BI information which is being surfaced in Excel spreadsheets, while Power BI dashboard highlights the Excel table. I hope you guys can see it. Or let me just move. Let me hover around. Can you see here the Excel sheets right here? While one of the dashboard, like here, it can be displayed on the Excel sheet as well. So this is what we say as bidirectional integration. All right. Moving on. So discover value in any data. So with Power BI and as of April 2021, this is the latest data that we have. You will be able to connect hundreds of data sources and bring live to these data with live dashboards and reports, right? So in these list is right now, maybe right now here only 50 are mentioned, but the list is pretty much long, and Microsoft keeps on updating this list, so I would say it's only growing. All right, stay connected from any device. So as I mentioned earlier, you'll be able to access this application from any of the handy device, laptop, tablet, your phone, and also on any of the platform, Windows, iOS, Android, etc. So these were some of the highlights that we had. All right, so moving on to the demo part. Give me one moment. All right, so today we have few of the live dashboards that we'll be displaying. Um, we'll be discussing them in detail. Let me show you that how you can, take insights from these dashboards. All right, give me one moment. Okay, now this is a navigation pane right now on this left corner. You'll be able to, here, I hope you can see, you'll be able to create, then you'll be able to configure your data sets and so on. While this is on the developer end at our end, but let me just show, currently I'm showing you a sales report. Just to mention that one of these report was made for one of our FMCG customer, so the data might be of that category, so you'll also be able to relate. Now this is just the first summary page that we have. Here on the top we have types of sales. So one here we can integrate data of all the three types of sales we usually do: the primary, secondary sales, and the tertiary sales. Right now we have only the primary and secondary, but the tertiary sales can also be very well integrated with these reports. Next is, let's say if I just select on this, the data will change and it will move to the secondary sales, right? So the data changes as per the selection. Again, you can select the year as per your requirement, which where of which year would you like to call the data of, right? Next, coming down here, we have the state-wise sales. So here, when I hover around, can you see that? Let's say in Gujarat, how much sales was done? I can see the contribution, and in case I click it, if I'm clicking, the whole data changes to of only about the Gujarat sales. How much was it done? Right. Okay. Here we have. Now the whole data has been drilled down to only showing specific details in 2020 about Gujarat. That's it. Right now, can you see that all the data has also changed? Okay, coming back, this will so these data is also helping you to drill down into very specific information if you need. Again, on this we have the top item groups. You'll be able to just have a quick highlight that which one made the most top sales. Next is the here you'll be able to see the comparison. You have the trend line between two. So whether was it a growth in comparison to last year or not, can you'll be able to see. And when I just hover around, can you see that you'll be getting details in particular. Again, next at this here at the bottom we have the difference, that is showing the difference between the how many customers joined or left. Here we have the difference, the trend line right here. It is showing you the count. Here you'll be able to see the indications. How green one indicates that how many customers joined, the red one indicates how many left, and the blue one shows you the trend line, how many of them have recently, what's the difference between the two. Next is here you'll be able to see the top customers. I'm again hovering over it. So I get the detailed information, the customer name and so on, how much was the sales amount. Again, you'll be able to see the customer's name on this top panel. Again, in case, let's say one particular item and you want to see that one particular item, how much sales does that make? So you'll be able to see the top SKUs as well and the amount as well on this column. So this is how the summary page looks like. Also, just to mention a few things. One, you'll be also able to export your files in case, let me just click. You'll be able to click on, you'll be able to export it as in PowerPoint, as a PDF. Also, you'll be able to analyze in Excel, but this is restricted to, as per the data that is being, captured. So these are few things that you'll be able to do with Microsoft Power BI. Next, moving on, we have location insights. Just a quick point that what I'm trying to show is today is that what kind of data can be captured, as well as how in so many different ways it can be shown as a report or as a dashboard to your at your organization, how you will be able to see it. Next, so we are here at the location insights. Okay, just here type of sales again. Now from using this you'll be able to filter it. If you in case you need to filter it using the states, district, you'll have a list right here. Maybe let's say in case of customers, you need to filter it down that you want to find data in particular to one customer, then just click on it and you'll be able to do that. Again, here you'll be able to customize that whether in one particular time frame you want to see the data, right? So you just either change the date from here, or you'll also be able to move it. Just slide it and you'll be able to do that. Let me just slide a bit. Right. Again, the data is going to be refreshed. Yes, here it is. Okay, next here I am able to see the sales in comparison to last year and the variance by the time period. Here we have the time period. I can see the trend line right here. What was the variance? And the here we have the indications again. Let me hover again around it. Here we can see the year, quarter, month, and the sales amount in relation to it. Again, if I right click on it, I'll be able to drill the data. Next is here, let me just click and show. Okay, I selected Gujarat. So we right now what it is showing is the market share of geolocation by sales. So here I can see the sales amount, how much sales was made last year, and the variance, and how much is it in the market share. So you can see every information right here. Plus, when I drilled it down, I am able to see the variance by time period, as well as state-wise active dealers. I have the number right here that it is 273. Again, going back, we have the total right here, and here we have at the bottom the state-wise active dealers. Next is dealer insights. Let's say every enterprise has different number of their dealers. and different dealers by name. So you can have your customer names right here as per the city. Then you can also filter this data using the filter button right here on the top. Again, the sales amount, you have the whole total, last year sales, and the comparison between two and finding out the variance between the two. We have here again the variance by time period, and here average sales per dealer. So you'll be able to find out in particular the number and the uh, you know um, cost associated with it, right? How much sales amount was done. So you'll be able to see right through with this trend line. All right. Next is we have is the customer joined to left. Here we have again the indications. Green indicates increase, decrease, and total over the period of time. You have the difference right here. Again, let's say here I can see how many in one particular state, how many openings are there, how many customers joined, left. You have the number right here when you hover around it, right? So these can be again customized as per your how many active geolocations you have. Next is we have the state-wise active dealers. We have just the number right here. And again, here we have on the count for each state, join, left, difference, and the dealers on hand. Again, you can filter it using the date, and currently it is showing you the data of from this one particular date to this date, active dealers and the dealers on hand as per current recent data. Next is item insights. So now again, item insights can be, we have one particular category. Okay, one is like wafer. Now, but in wafer also we have it bifurcated on level on different levels on basis, let's say the gram wise divided, right? So you can see that here, right here, and I can also scroll it down. You'll be able to see the whole data, the sales amount, the last year sales, and the variance by it. Again, here you'll be able to see by time period. I am just hovering over around it, and I can also see the variance right here in the blue mark. Next is the sales by segment and the sales by item price group. Okay, that's about item insights. Again, the top to bottom insights. This can be by which were my top districts, the cities, how much sales was made, the top item groups. So this is always helping you to analyze that, which item is being sold the most and to by which customers or to which customers. Again, population versus sales. So if let's say as a company we are located into multiple locations, so how much is the population against it, how much sales did we make, and the sales per capita, we have it right here, and we have the total amount as well. Plus when I hover around on the the map, I'll be able to see at large that what is the population and how much sales amount have I made in that one particular area. Next, order versus dispatch. All right. In cases, sometimes what happens is we how many orders are made and how many dispatches are happening. We need to keep track of the same. So here you'll be able to see all that data. Here we have the in comparison to the orders at present to comparison to last year and the variance right here. We have the trend line showing in red. Again, and order sales gap by time period, we also have the kapat percentage shown here, as well as we have it in numbers right here. Customer wise, we have the kapat summary. So in case this needs to be reflected, we can do that as per the let's say this how many plants we have in different locations. You'll be able to drill it down. When you just hover around one particular cell, you'll be able to see the customer name, the plant name, and how much order was done. So let's say here we have the amount right here. So next we have is item wise. This was customer wise. Now we have is the item wise kapat summary. Now the next feature we have is the contrast comparison. Now let's say I want to do it between two different districts. So I have selected right here between Ahmedabad and Ajmer. So I'm able to find out the difference between the two right here. And then sometimes there are some of the idle dealers. So you'll be able to just quickly have a glance that what exactly is happening. So this is about the sales report that can be generated through Power BI. Uh, Next we have is the operational excellence report or the dashboard. Now, just considering that the report was made for one of our customer who was into the product manufacturing of strap cases. Okay, so just a quick glance through this. We have this here summary. Here, how many total strap cases, how much delivery was done over the period of time. Here we are mentioning the shift, the cost, the overall cost. This is showing the overall cost and the scrap. All right, moving to daily summary. Okay, now let's say this is the daily summary, and here maybe here people are working in two different row. We have just mentioned these two lines by number. Again, the products, the shifts, and so on. You'll be able to filter data by selecting them. Here you will be able to see the actual, how here we are showing the coil and strip cases data on this daily summary pages. So what you can see is that actual coils, how many were actually generated, and this is like a mark that this much should be done or not. It is giving you a target line. Again, we have here the scrap and scrap percentage. Again, for now the PET and PP, these were all the different products that the customer was into. Next, here we have the all over count of let's say planned downtime, the unplanned downtime. You'll be able to get a very quick glance on this count. Next is right here at the end, you have shift wise division right now. How in which lines the product type and the product. Everything can be drilled down again here as well. If I select on one particular on one particular component, right? If I just select it, I'll be able to see for one that particular instance. Again, moving on, we have the overall performance. You'll be able to see the percentage right here. Here we have the KPI wise weight. So this is like, let's say we have the note, right? That 5% for this, 5% we have allotted. Um, on basis of that, you'll be able to judge the overall performance right here. So it is right now 80% KPI. Move, at the bottom, we have, for each particular product of the company, we have how much was the delivery done, how much was the PET scrap or the PP scrap, and the strap cases, how many were done, completed, and you can have all of them on we can see them through the percentage. So this is giving you a very quick glance that what exactly is happening in one particular quarter or over a period of time. Also, you have the quick numbers right here. How much was the scrap, the how many hours spent, the strap cases, total number of cases, and the delivery percent. Again, the KPI goals. We have again, on the basis of here, you'll be able to filter out the data. Here you can have the count of recordable injury to lost time incident again. Now just a quick note that if the KPI achieved right here, we have then the bar color will be in green, otherwise it will be in red. And again, we just have this quick notes. So someone who is actually accessing this data, they'll be able to get this idea that what they need to actually put the how they can select through. Again, these are right here we have the indication line, or let's say the target line. So above this or below this it is red, but if you this target line means you are in a positive bucket. Again, the quality, the how many hours spent, the scrap in particular to two different products, everything right here on the bar. Next is production, how much production was done, how many actual coils to delivery. We have the target line again with this attached. Then how much coil manufacturing in versus to premium to regular hours, shift wise coil manufacturing, and so on. We have all the data right here. Coil produced by product type and product. So here all are the products and how much was the coil produced. We have the number as well. Next is scrap. So there are many instances under which if you are into manufacturing, scrap comes out. So all the minute details can be captured right here under this line wise scrap. That is we are people are working in different rows or units. They are numbered as 4 5 and so on. Then you'll be able to see how much scrap in respect to one particular row. Total scrap by scrap type. So scrap type can be also different, the let's say the loose scrap or the coil scrap, and you can see it in numbers as well. The scrap for one particular product over a period of time, you can see all that right here. Next is how much downtime you faced. We have just a quick summary right here that the 111 hours for planned downtime, unplanned downtime, and the actual hours paid for this whole time. Right here, you also have it drilled down to all the datas for in particular to the time period. Next, unit per labor hour, how much production per hour we have done over the period of time. Again, capturing the safety, that how many, let's say sometimes injuries do happen while working in a manufacturing companies. So we can capture all through right here. Next is the quality, how much was it maintained. We have if 4 start cases, 46 quantity affected, and so on. All these things can be right here captured. Okay, moving on, we have one more report. We have is the finance report. This usually comes very handy to people in this finance sector, to let's say people at the positions such as CFO, the operations people. They all can, who usually deal with this accounts payable and receivables and so on, and who need to keep a watch on the, let's say, the profit and loss made across the enterprise, right? So these are few, just let's have a quick run through this dashboard. One right here is, right now I'm showing the accounts payable overview. Right here we have is the bill and payment. These are the two indications. Right here, payment amount by type, like how much was done by check, journal and check, so on. Right here, how much is the total balance, bill, check against it, and so on. How many adjustments. It is also, please note that it is been showing into minus as well as, if it is in negative or positive. Next here, amount and balance by transaction type over a period of time. You can see the trend line as well. Again, the indications are very pretty much clear. The, blue ones are the bills, check, deposit, journal, and so on. Again, by year and by month, you'll be able to see as per, let's say, your customer name, how much payable amount. So everything can be rightly here captured in through this, and you'll be also able to drill it down, and you can just scroll down and see all your customers or the people we are going to collect the money from, or let's say right here. Next, the analysis part. Again, transaction type over a period of time. Then we have is by quarter. By each quarter, you can see different by how much bill, through different mediums, right? So through check, deposit, journal, etc., and you'll be able to see the in total balance here. Again, it is divided by quarter as well as year. You can filter it out again. Next is, as I mentioned, by different customers over the period of time. So this is the analysis part, and this is the aging. So over a period of time, let's say in one particular quarter, how much is due in 30 to in 0 to 30 days, how much total billing, the bucket wise remaining bills, how many are still remaining, the balance over a period of time. This is highly useful when it comes to the CFOs. Again, party wise balance. You can see party wise when it's like just a customized customer wise balance, you can say. So this is just about accounts payable. The same way we have it for the accounts receivable. This is again the overview. Then we have is the analysis and the aging. for accounts receivable. Again, the same way also, yeah, here you'll be able to filter it down, and you have the how much payment to against the invoice. Next is the P&L. So profit and loss overview right here. This is pretty much also helpful, and you can see the net amount right here on the top. You will be able to see a quick summary of expense to income and the cost of goods sold. This can be again filtered out on basis of the let's say the year and the state, sorry, month. Now, again, here are some of the KPIs mentioned. If you select it, let me just select one. The graphs will change. So just select your KPI, and the how it acted over a period of time. You'll be able to just see from this graph, or let's say the report. Again, you have the gross sales, gross margin, sales, operating income, everything right here. Net amount by account category. You will also again able to drill it down by just clicking on it. Okay. Likewise, we have P&L analysis and the details. So the gross sales, marketing, let's say in the general and administrative. Again, this is all we have the in total amounts, whether it is in positive, and here also we have the net amount in negative. So you'll be able to, have a very quick, glance at what's happening around in an organization. How is the finance part working? You'll be able to, analyze and get insights out of this. All right, coming back. All right, so coming back, we have companies have less room for error. So just some few quick pointers I would like to add to this. The world thinks about rebuilding for the future. One of the considerations across large organizations, that how do we make better decisions. So we say that there is very less room for error in decision making. There is very less elasticity in the budget, and less tolerance for, let's say, going for the gut feeling that okay, I'll make decisions on what I'm feeling today. So organizations must think more carefully about the impact of their decisions at all levels and have a bottom line. So Power BI is enabling that. Moreover, organizations are, these days adjusting to even remote work. Now, when we are adjusting to remote work, we have very less elasticity in parameters of, let's say, the budget, and businesses are now focusing on savings and cost reduction. And due to this unprecedented circumstances, businesses must adapt their previous models to fit this current scenario, right? So this is how Power BI can, come to your rescue. It might help you to make really informed decisions. Just a quick survey we had. So it's like Microsoft's, Forbes, Accenture, Gartner, all of them, they keep on taking surveys from different sources. And what they say is that organizations want to do more with their data, but challenges they are facing is there with their existing tools, plus the growing number of the data sources and types. And this is really bringing the down the IT departments and business users from accessing these data in a very meaningful way. So this is how Power BI can just diminish this whole gap between the data and the decisions. All right, now the floor is open for any questions that you might have. Please feel free to ask us, or in case if you would like to just drop down your questions in the chat box or the comment box, please do that. Anyone, any questions? All right, great. Let's just wait for another 1 minute if there are any questions. I don't see any in the chat box. All right then. Everyone will be sharing this PPT as well today that we have presented for your. You can just refer it. I hope that this was a very insightful session for you all. This concludes the webinar. We also value our customer feedback, so do write us back about your experience with us and your thoughts on this session. We welcome any new ideas or any other topic that you're interested in. Please do let us know. We'll be sharing the customer feedback forms with you on your emails. Please, as well as you can see them in the chat box as well. Please do fill it and write us back. We really would like to hear it from you that what are your views on this webinar and how we can improve it. Also hoping to see you all in the upcoming sessions that we have planned. Thank you so much.